Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds. No beer.
Missing something here.
Blind beer.
Oh no.
We got some extra BSUs tonight. I found something. I was like, yeah, let me just throw this in to see if it's any good. It's something I've had. I don't think you've had it, but I wanted to see what some age on it did. So that's the only clue I'm giving you is that it's
aged.
Let's see, maybe like 6 or 7 months old. Okay. So the game here is adjuncts.
All right.
What's in it? All right.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go.
All right.
Pretty dark here.
Yeah. Looks pretty thick too.
Yeah. Actually, good. Yeah, tan. Holding the glass there. Let's get the
nice
aroma.
temp too. Whoa.
Yeah. Wow.
It's got some significant spice to it, like pepper spice, like chilies. I think it's hard to say if I smell something green or not, but I would bet chilies. I don't know that I get much else.
Okay.
I mean, I could get.
But it was a big aroma. You said.
Oh yeah, it was.
It was pop. That aroma just
in the
jumped.
face. Yeah.
I would agree.
All
Cheers.
right, cheers.
Cheers.
Not as big on the flavor as I thought it would be after the nose. I mean, the nose was all like pepper chilies or something. I get some of that, but it's kind of mild. I mean, very mild. Doesn't burn at all.
If it's not pepper, as far as chili goes, what other flavor do you sometimes say has a peppery?
Cinnamon.
One more. A type of
Espresso coffee.
Yeah.
I don't get any coffee at all. Really? Okay. All right, well.
Yeah. Do you get anything else behind it? It's big. That flavor is the predominant flavor.
I'm starting to get some coffee now. I wish you hadn't told me. Then I could have.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was leading you.
Yeah.
I didn't want
well, you didn't want me to flounder too bad.
I didn't want you to go down cinnamon pepper that way.
Well, it's funny because the nose to me was all pepper. I mean, I didn't get any coffee. I didn't get stout. It just smelled like all pepper.
And I think that's what, sometimes you talk about espresso type coffee. I think that's the flavor. There are, so what about the mouthfeel? I think it's very chewy,
I think it's nice
thick,
and
and
creamy.
nice. Yeah, I really dig that. What like ABV do you think we're looking at?
It doesn't really taste boozy. I would bet like 10 to 12.
Okay.
I wouldn't bet any higher than that.
Do you think this is just a regular stout? Is it Russian Imperial? Is it milk stout? Is it barrel aged stout?
I don't think I wouldn't guess it's a milk stout because it doesn't have much sweetness to it. But as the coffee's starting to come through, I mean, I'm getting some of that roastiness. So I would bet Riz. If they weren't going for Riz, then the coffee over flavors, whatever it is that they were going for. As far as other flavors, it'd be hard to tell if it was. I can't say for sure whether I think it's barrel aged or not. Except that I feel like I'm getting something a little more complex. So I would bet it's barrel aged, but there's no way I could tell what type of barrels.
Sure.
So it's not sweet, so I wouldn't say apple brandy or rum, but I would just guess bourbon barrels if I were guessing. Yeah,
I get, so for me, again, nice cream mouthfeel. I get that espresso coffee thing. I get this creaminess and sweetness to it that almost vanilla-esque that I think might be like a bourbon barrel or something like that. But and I get this kind of desserty icing thing going on.
I'm getting some cinnamon.
I don't think that's a bad call. I think I can kind of taste something like that as well. As far as a rating, I'm really enjoying this. What would you give?
I like it quite a bit. I mean, knowing that I'm now starting to get some coffee from it, and it's not just pepper, which is funny because the nose I expected it to be a huge heat, and I should have immediately thought, okay, there is no heat there on the flavor, so it's got to be espresso, but I didn't put the two together. I'm right now at a 4.33, maybe might get to a 4.5. I'm not sure yet, but
yeah, I'm in a 4.5. This is solid. I like the mouthfeel. I like the flavors. I gave it a 4.5 last time, but I thought the coffee was way overpowering.
Okay.
And this time, I'm really digging it. So, reveal. So this one is Girth Brooks, bourbon barrel aged Girth Brooks from Hoof Hearted. As you can see, bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with Hoof Hearted coffee, vanilla and toasted coconut.
15%.
15%. I know. I thought it was a little lower than that, but yeah, kind of cool there. Can art, Girth. So this was the. I don't know if there. So I was looking at the check-in. I actually checked in just Girth Brooks because I thought that was just the name, but there's actually 2 different check-ins. One Girth Brooks and one bourbon barrel age. So this is the bourbon barrel age variant there. So again, I think some of those flavors are like that desserty vanilla icing thing that's kind of behind that roast, that peppery espresso coffee flavor. But I think that they're much more balanced now than they were the first time I had it. Okay. I know you didn't have the first, like I only got 2 cans of it. I drank one like almost immediately, and this one just it's I'm really digging it. Solid 4 or 5 for me. I like the mouthfeel. I'm really digging this one.
So vanilla and toasted coconut. So I take it initially you didn't taste any vanilla or toasted coconut.
It was that coffee.
Yeah.
And I shared it, so I had like I shared it 3 ways, so I think I had like a 4-ounce pour by the time I was through with it, you know. So we got a little more, and I know I've almost drank all this, but I'm really, like, this is a 4 or 5 plus for me. I'm just really enjoying this beer. I wish I had more of it. And 6 months did this beer very well. So if you got some, go ahead and drink you a can now, because it's drinking really well.
Yeah, the longer I drink it, the more I dig it. It's got a great creamy mouthfeel. I'm starting to get a little sweetness, but I have to admit you have to dig for it because the coffee has has some roast to it, a little bit of bitterness.
But when you say like Russian Imperial Stout, it doesn't come off as roasted bitterness, like that big malted, roasty malt bitterness.
It doesn't now, but I have to admit, once I started getting the coffee, after getting that pepper, I felt like I was getting more roasted malt. Well, not necessarily roasted malt, but certainly more bitterness from it. That probably is coming from the coffee.
Yeah.
But it's getting sweeter with
time and getting accustomed to
it, which is good.
I think, and it's funny how we do these stouts sometimes. You get this overpowering, not in a negative way, but just the predominant flavor when you first start. Once your palate gets accustomed to that, it just becomes more complex, and the other things open up. And so that's why, I mean, it's good to drink a beer, number one, at a nice cellar temperature, like a stout like this. But two, just to see what happens as it evolves. Once your palate's like, all right, that flavor was big, and then you get used to it, and then it's a different. This is different than the first sip, obviously.
Absolutely. I wish I had toasted coconut in it, or at least I wish I tasted that. But I bet no one tasted it if the coffee was that strong to begin with. I'm ready to upgrade it to a 4 or 5 just because I'm digging it more and more with each sip. My initial impression was based on the first couple of sips.
Sure.
I like it quite a bit.
And the toasted coconut, I agree with you. There is this like vanilla icing sweetness on the end for me.
There's something there,
but it's not a definite like coconutty flavor. But that's okay because the worst thing for a beer with coconut is to come off as like that sunscreen stuff. You know, if it comes off as the more desserty vanilla coconut, and this is on that side.
Yeah, I think so too.
Never would pick out coconut blonde, but it doesn't go into that sunscreeny flavor. So
yeah, no, I agree. It's a solid beer. Just get past the nose, and once you get past the nose, I mean, the nose was good. It's just I can't imagine it being more than that. I mean,
it was big, man. But then again, I didn't get to, like I said, split it 3 ways instead of, and then drinking it. I think it was a little colder. But anyway, this is awesome. So solid 4 or 5 for both of us.
Thanks for bringing this one out. That's good.
Anything else? As always, guys, if you came to beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.